This is Math 118, Section 3.5, Chapter 3, Section 5. We're going to talk about how to find the equation of a line. The formula that's used for this is called the point-slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. In order to find the equation of the line, then, you have to know the coordinates of the point. They're labeled x1, y1, but you could just call them xy if you'd rather. And you need to know the slope. So regardless of what type of problem they give you, always be looking for the point and the slope. Once you have that information, you can plug it into the formula and find the equation of the line. The example I'm going to do is actually from the book, but I'm going to modify it a little bit, where they want you to find the equation of the line. Find the equation of the line. They're giving you the point. When they say it contains 8 comma minus 3, then they're telling you that's the point on the line. And now they're not going to give us the slope exactly, but they're going to say something about the slope. What they say is that the slope is perpendicular to a different line. And they give us the equation of the other line. And the equation of the other line is 3x plus 4y equals 1. So here's taking the point-slope form. I'm going to write it down right here. But I'm going to leave the numbers that I'm trying to fill in, the spots for those numbers, blank. In this first spot goes the y-coordinate of the point that they gave us, which is minus 3. And this spot over here, by the x, is where the x-coordinate of the point goes. What we need to find is what number goes there, which is our slope. So this is what makes the problem a little bit more tricky. They did not give us the slope, but they said that the slope was perpendicular to the slope of that line. What you need to do then is take, I'm going to go over to the right here, and take the equation of that line and find out what the slope is of that line. Probably the fastest way to find the slope of that line is to take the equation and put it into slope-intercept form, my favorite. That means solve the equation for y. So the first thing I did is I moved the 3x over to the right side. And then the last thing is I'm going to divide by the coefficient of the y. I get y equals minus 3/4 x plus 1/4. This is great form. This is called slope-intercept form. And when the equation is in slope-intercept form, then the coefficient of the x is the slope of that line. So that's the slope of the line they gave us. They want us to find the equation of a different line, but they want our slope. So this is the given slope. But our slope is perpendicular to the given slope. So our slope is going to be 4/3. You flip it over and change the sign. That's called the negative reciprocal. So that is what we're going to put right there, 4/3. Basically, you're done, except that you need to simplify the equation. Don't ever submit an answer like this. It's not simplified. Continue working then. We're done with the hard part, putting all the right numbers in the right places. The rest is remembering the 2 minuses is a plus. Multiply through, distribute with that 4/3. And so we get y plus 3 equals 4/3 x minus 32/3. And then you're going to find that most of the time, they will put the final answer into slope-intercept form. So we've got minus 2/3 minus 3. If we were going to change that into common denominator, that would be minus 9/3. So now minus 32/3 and a minus 9/3 is a minus 41/3. This is the answer. Done. Okay, so here's the same problem. I've just written it down again. They gave us the point 8 minus 3. They told us it was perpendicular to this line, 3x plus 4y equals 1. We solved the equation of the line y equals minus 3/4 x plus 1/4 to find out what the slope of that line is. We used that information to find out our slope, because our slope had to be perpendicular to that slope. And then, just as a quick review, to find the equation of the line, we took y minus the y coordinate equals the slope times x minus the x coordinate. And then we went through the work on the other page and came up with the solution. What if the problem had said, find the equation of the line parallel to this other line? Then we would use the same formula, the point slope formula. We're going to use the same point, only because they said parallel, the number you put in here for slope is minus 3/4. So you really have to listen to the problem. If they ask for perpendicular, you invert and change the sign. If they say parallel, you use the same slope. And then to finish this problem up, multiply through by minus 3/4. So you get minus 3/4 x. Minus times a minus is a plus. And just really quick over here, I'm going to show you what I'm not going to write down. Over there, that's 3/4 times 8/1. 4 goes into 8 twice, so that's 6. Subtract 3 from both sides. You get y equals minus 3/4 x plus 3. And that's the answer if we had a different question where they asked for parallel instead of perpendicular.